Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my June reset. Honestly, June is a solid month. I love June. I feel like it's the first full month of like actual summer. It's like 80 degrees here, so it definitely feels like summer. And it will be my first official full month of summer break. So I plan to do so much reading this month. Hopefully it will actually happen, but I'm just so excited to get into this reset video so I can show you guys my reading journal theme for the month and we can talk through the kind of ridiculous amount of books that I'm hoping to get through this month, so I hope you guys are excited because I certainly am. So if you guys have not seen one of my reset videos, basically, as I previously stated, I will be showing you guys my reading journal setup for the month. I'm so excited for the theme this month. If you guys watched one of my recent videos, I did show the sticker sheet that I'm going to be using because they are these little House Moving Castle stickers. I feel like I've definitely previously done a House Moving Castle theme for my reading journal, but I don't really care about doing repeat themes, so I'm gonna do it again, and I'm quite excited about it. I will link the sticker sheet that I'm using down below because it's so freaking cute, and they have so many other little Studio Ghibli sticker sheets if you want to check those out because I just love them so much. So I'm gonna show you guys that, and then I'm also going to be going through my June TBR. As I said, I have a lot of books that I want to read this month. I have my book club reads, I have a reading challenge type of video that I should be reading a lot of books for, so I need to pad my TBR. I need some options there, so we have a lot to talk through. So I'm gonna just stop rambling and we are just going to get straight into the video because those are honestly the only two things that I think I need to do in this reset. So without further ado, let's get into it. I think I'm going to be starting with my reading journal setup, so I'm going to go to that. That are on my June TBR. They're not all of the ones that are on the stack because some of them I just had sitting here, but it's time to go through these. So how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I have 10 books that are on my June TBR. We'll see if I get to those, but I feel like I should be able to. The first one I have here is a big maybe, but I saw this at the library a couple of weeks ago, and I've been wanting to try out this book for a long time. A lot of you guys have also recommended it to me, so I have Piranesi by Susanna Clark. This one's pretty short. I think it's like, ooh, these end pages are cute. Look at that. But it's only like 250 pages, so I'm really hoping I can try out Piranesi this month just because I see so many people talk about it and so many people absolutely love it. So I want to be one of those people. Although I have no clue what this book is about, but I feel like a lot of people say to go into it not knowing anything about it, and I'm always down for that. So we'll see. Another book that I have from the library is a book that's on my 2024 TBR, so I'm really hoping I can like make some more progress on that this month. Also, the sun is coming back. The lighting's been so weird this morning, like I don't even know. But that is Long Shadow by Olivia Atwater. This is the third and final book in the Regency fairy tale series. This is the series that Have a Soul is a part of. I have kind of put this one off for a while just because I don't exactly know how I'm gonna feel about it. I don't think it's gonna be my favorite, but I'm a little too intrigued to like not read it. So I believe this follows maybe one of like the younger children that we were introduced to in Half a Soul, but like a little bit later. And that's all I got, honestly. But it's a queer romantic fairy tale, so it's kind of perfect for Pride Month, so I'm quite excited about that. Next up, we do have a book that I've already started because it's already the 1st of June as I am posting this. Also, the lighting's washing me out so much. I'm so sorry about the lighting in this clip. But that is Yumi and the Nightmare Painter by Brandon Sanderson. I'm so excited about this one. I'm like 200 pages in at this point and I'm loving it so far. So I won't say too much about it because I went into this book not knowing anything. I will talk a little bit more vaguely about it in my vlog if you want to hear more, but I don't want to say too much because I feel like it's something really fun to kind of like figure out for yourself like what exactly is going on in this book. So I cannot wait for this one. I don't know why I'm saying, I don't know why I said I can't wait for this one, like I haven't started it already. I don't know. It's really good so far. I'll let you know that, but I cannot wait to read some more of it. Then I do have 2 buddy reads that I'm doing this month. The first one obviously being my Patreon buddy read, which I cannot wait for because we are going to be reading Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. Obviously, I have previously read this book. It is one of my absolute favorites, and I have been waiting to do a reread for this for a while, and I really wanted to do it with my patrons, so I thought that would be kind of perfect for June. Because it is actually the year anniversary of me starting my Patreon, which is kind of insane, honestly, that it's been a whole year, but I thought the best book to read for the year anniversary would be the book that my Patreon is based off of. So I cannot wait for this one. This one follows our main character, Laszlo Strange, who is discovering, or hopefully discovering, I don't know, does he? That's for you to figure out if you want to read the book. The Lost City of Weep, and it's such a magical story. It's such a whimsical story, and we all know how I feel about my magical and whimsical stories, so I love this book with my whole heart. I'm hoping the reread will not let me down. I feel like it won't. I feel like it wouldn't do that to me. And I'm also going to be hopefully getting the audiobook for this because the audiobook narrator for this book is so good. Then I do have a couple of books for a little spinner wheel challenge that I will hopefully be doing in June, but I wanted to pick like some books that I thought would be good reads for that. So the first one that I have here is Powerful by Lauren Roberts. Simon Teen so kindly sent me this copy, so thank you so much to them. But this is a book that I wasn't sure if I was gonna read or not. I really enjoyed Powerless when I read it, but I know it's nothing special. I feel like I've seen a lot of people talking about how bad it is recently, and I don't think it's a bad book. I just think it's a really fun book, but like, it's not the best, you know, but I had the best time reading it. So I was like maybe thinking about reading this, but now that a copy has found its way into my life, I think I will be picking it up. So this is Powerful, and this is following, I don't remember what the main character of Powerless is called. Peyton, that's the one. It's her friend Adina, who is like present in Powerless. It's kind of like her story. So I will be picking this up. This will honestly be kind of perfect for a little spinner wheel challenge because it is like so short. Also, I'm obsessed with like these tiny hardbacks that Simon Teen has been doing recently because they're so freaking cute. It's so small, like it's the same size as my head, and I love it. And then I also picked up Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I also want to read this for that challenge because I feel like a YA thriller mystery situation is always perfect for stuff like that because they read so quickly. And I've been meaning to finish the Natural series since like last August, I think, maybe, because I read like 60 pages of this book back then and I just never continued it. I was on the 4th and final book and I just never completed the series. So it is high time that I finally do so. Although I don't really know if I loved the turn that this series took. It's definitely wild and interesting. I will certainly give it that. But I just don't know if it's going to be my favorite conclusion to the series. I really loved the 3rd one, I believe, when I read it, because that one kind of like takes place in Vegas. I think I really liked the serial killer that they were trying to take down in that one. But this one, I just think is gonna be interesting. And we'll leave it at that. Then I also do have kind of a chunky fantasy book that I'm hoping to read, and that is The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. I don't really know much about this book aside from the fact that it takes place in a magical library, but I've been really excited for this one. I've seen a lot of really good things about it, and I can't wait to see what I think of it. And then the last book that I have with me physically is The Crimson Moth by Kristen Cicerelli. This is another one that I want to read for that video. As you can tell, I did a lot of books for that video, so we'll see how that goes, but this is one that I've been seeing everywhere recently. This is the UK title for the book. It's called Heartless Hunter in the US, but I bought the UK cover because I just like this one a little bit more. But basically this is following like a witch and a witch hunter. It's a fantasy romance situation. I feel like me and fantasy romance have been having a time recently. I don't know if it's been a good or a bad time, but we've been having a time. So I'm hoping I can find one that I like. I feel like I've been reading some duds recently. Crimson Moth, I hope I love it. I believe this is a YA. Is this YA? I think it's YA. Let me look it up, hang on. Oh, it is YA. All right, sure. It is young adult, so I'm sure it'll be good. Oh, I forgot to mention the Wyverns and Words book club pick. We're reading Kingdom of Copper, which is the second book in the David Bod trilogy. I didn't 100% love the first one, but I think there's a lot of potential for this series, and I'm quite excited to see where it's gonna go. And then I do have 2 new releases that are coming out in June. They are both romance books. I've kind of been on a little bit of a romance kick recently, and these are from 2 romance authors that I know that I love, and I know that I'm probably really going to enjoy both of these, so I cannot wait for both of these. The first one being the new Ali Hazelwood release. I think this one comes out on the 11th, maybe. It's called Not in Love. I'm just a sucker for an Ali Hazelwood romance. They're always so fun, such fast reads. I have such a good time. I love the STEM whatever going on in them, so I can't wait for that one. And then the other one, which I think I'm slightly like a little bit more excited about, is A Novel Love Story. I feel like I say the name of it wrong every time. It's called A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. This book is a romance book, but I think it has like a little bit of a magical realism kind of aspect to it. I think our main character somehow ends up in a book. Potentially. I could be making that up, but like I think that's kind of the general vibe of the story, which obviously sounds so good. I've been so highly anticipating this one ever since I read The 7-Year Slip and The Dead Romantics earlier this year. I just think this one feels like it's gonna be my favorite out of the 3. So those are all of the books on my June TBR. Quite a few, but I should be able to do a lot of really good reading in June. I'm also hoping that I can maybe get to another classic in June. I read Persuasion in May, and I really, really enjoyed it. I had a really good time kind of diving back into reading some classics, so I'm hoping I can kind of continue that momentum. And I'm thinking I might do that with this book. I'm not officially putting this on my June TBR because I don't want to put that out into the world and then not do it. But I want to continue on with some Jane Austen and maybe read Emma, because I did recently get this and I would like to read it kind of soon. So that's all that I have on my TBR for June. Obviously, I would like to read a lot more than just this. Anyway, I'm going to go put all of these books on, well, most of them, on my TBR shelf back there, and then I will come back at you guys in a few to officially end the video. Alright, so I'm here to very quickly end this reset video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. It has been a month in May, so I'm really hoping that June is a lot better. I feel like just a lot of things have been happening so far in like my personal life in May, so I'm hoping that June's a little more chill, a little more relaxed. I'm hoping I can get to a lot of good books in June. I think, what am I the most excited for? I would say I'm the most excited for Yumi, which is probably what my answer would have been before I started reading it as well. But like, I feel like that's not a fair answer considering I have started reading it already. But maybe The Crimson Moth, just because I'm so intrigued to see if I like it or not, or maybe my reread of Strange the Dreamer. I don't know. I just have so many good books. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, I would love to know down below maybe what some of the books are on your June TBR. Do you have anything fun coming up as far as your reading plans go? Or maybe just tell me about anything you do to reset for the new month. I feel like I didn't have a lot to do as far as resetting goes for June, but I still enjoyed this, so I hope you guys did too. Before we go, I would like to thank everybody over on my Patreon. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you so much. If you guys are ever looking for more content from me, there's always a link down below. As I said earlier, we're going to be reading Strange the Dreamer this month, which I cannot wait for. I cannot wait to film my full spoiler reading vlog and whatnot, but my camera's gonna die, so I gotta go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all having an amazing Monday so far, if that is the day that you're watching this. And I'll see you all in my next video.